What's up, guys? Eli here, back for a horror movie video today. Just horror movie collection stuff out of my alphabetized collection, kind of picking up where we left off last time. It's been a while. It's been months. But anyways, what I've been up to lately. So I'm laid off at work right now. I have kind of this wealth of free time now that I have that I didn't have before. Man, the lighting. That's a little better. So yeah, I have all this time that I didn't have before. Less money, of course, but yeah, I've just been kind of like doing weird things. I've been playing old PC games I never thought I'd play again. I've been, rearranging, my collections and stuff. Been watching more movies. I don't know if you'd call that getting shit done, but it's been kind of nice. So I've been actually just watching for the first time. Other than the first one, I'd never seen any of the Wrong Turn movies. So I watched Wrong Turn 4 last night. I've pretty much heard beyond like the first two that they're all terrible. So I went in with very, very low expectations. I didn't think this was that bad. So this is Bloody Beginnings. A lot of, I should say, like fans of the series, which I don't know if I'd consider myself that just yet, but a lot of them were saying this was very unnecessary. This goes back to like the early 70s. And it shows, the three main, cannibal characters. It shows kind of where they came from. Not even really. They are like kids, like teenagers, but it shows how they were in like they were in an asylum, which they ended up taking over. This movie was, I gotta say, was pretty unsettling at times. Super violent, super gory, much more gory than I expected. But it was kind of funny, like all practical effects, which is cool. But it did things that I didn't really expect. Like some of the practical effects actually look pretty good. But then there's this one scene where they dismember this guy, and it is so fake looking. It's like this plastic body, or they're like this part where he's dead, but he's a cadaver, a corpse, whatever. They chop off his hand, and it shows his hand, and I'm like, it could not look more fucking plastic. And then there's a part where they sever the head. And Louis, god damn, dude, sorry. So the part where they sever his head, and I mean the head just looks pure plastic. And then there are other times where it looks really good. So I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know what's the deal with that. I gotta say, I mean, I was pretty entertained throughout. I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. I own the first one, and I've seen that one years ago. I'll probably rewatch that. I also have Wrong Turn 3, Left 4 Dead. Never seen that, so I'll probably watch that tonight. So I'm thinking if I get all the Wrong Turn movies, if I collect them all, I think I might do like a review like of the series overall. I know they did a reboot, I think, earlier this year, I believe. Was that necessary? Did anyone ask for it? I don't know. I might watch that too, but we'll see. So anyway, I don't know. I think it's a fun series. And I think maybe people take it a little too serious, at least, or they're a little too harsh on it. I don't know. Anyways, stuff for my collection. Here we go. So I bought this not too long ago, and I watched it not too long ago. I watched it earlier this week, last week, something like that. I don't recommend this one at all. To be honest, I had a hard time getting through it, but we have Dark Hall. Scream Factory put this out, so it looks nice and everything, but it is a Sci-Fi Channel movie, and it's not very good. Tom Sizemore is in it, fucking crazy as he always is. Probably just pretty much plays himself. Yeah, any movie, I kind of like this inside. Any movie that has a monster in it, and the monster's on the cover of the DVD, and he doesn't even look good on the cover, I mean, that's usually a pretty good sign to first off not buy it, but second off, yeah, probably not even watching it. The demon, the monster in this movie, he looks, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's 100% CGI all the time. There are times where I kind of think that he looks like it's an actor in a rubber suit or whatever, but I don't. I think it's literally, yeah, I think it's CGI all the time, and it looks ridiculous. Yeah, I don't really recommend this one, but I don't know. If you have nothing better to watch, give it a shot. This one right here, I saw this in the theater. I've been a fan of this movie pretty much always. Daybreakers, Ethan Hawke and Willem Dafoe, Sam Neill, Isabel Lucas. Yeah, I really like this one. Australian movie. Australian directors. I might have been filmed in Australia. I can't remember. But anyways, it was filmed by the Spirit brothers, who, as soon as I found out they were doing another movie, which was this one, I was all over it. I was so excited. They did a movie, like a low budget Australian movie called Undead in like the early 2000s, and I was really a big fan of that movie. Still own it, still watch it on occasion, and yeah, like I said, this was like their debut, like, big budget, movie. A lot of people would say that they didn't really live up to their their potential, but I don't know. I really liked this movie. I really liked it a lot. It's pretty much about I don't know if I'd call it a dystopian future, a future where most of the population are vampires, and they live off human blood for food, and so they pretty much farm humans, which is kind of an interesting concept when you think about it. As far as like to compare, comparison to the way we treat animals and stuff like that, how we farm animals. The vampires are farming us, and they're actually getting dangerously low. Like, they're literally running out of humans, and that's kind of where it starts. And I don't know, it's I liked it a lot. Critics kind of slagged on it pretty hard, but I really enjoyed it. Then we have, this movie needs no introduction at all, and this is one of the most classic horror movies of all time. It's been said to be the bloodiest movie of all time, and I don't know if I can really argue with that. We have Dead Alive, New Zealand classic, filmed by Peter Jackson, way before Lord of the Rings, and this is early 80s. What year is this? They always do a terrible job with these DVDs at putting like the fucking dates on the back. I don't know. Early 80s. I don't know. Zombie movie, I guess you'd call it. Although there are other monsters in it. But yeah, mostly a zombie movie. Like I said, known as one of the bloodiest, if not the bloodiest movies of all time. Definitely one of the most classic movies of all time. And definitely one of the best zombie movies of all time. Bought this one earlier this year. Actually, I think I bought this late last year, and still haven't watched it, so sorry about that. Nice Blue Underground version. Dan O'Bannon, 1981, Dead and Buried. It's a zombie classic. I've always wanted to watch it. Hopefully I'll get to it soon. Came in this nice, like I said, Blue Underground does some cool stuff. They did a really, really nice job with this. I try to snap up anything done by Dan O'Bannon. Obviously, he had a big hand in the Alien, the first Alien movie. He's done other really cool stuff too. So if Dan O'Bannon's name is on it, I'm probably going to want to see it. And that's why I bought this. And I just, like I said, I haven't got around to it yet, but yeah, hopefully soon. Then we have a Dark Sky film from, I think this is not a real old movie. Yeah, 2009. I remember watching this on Netflix. We got Dead Girl. Kind of a zombie movie. I mean, it's kind of based around, there's one zombie in this. It's kind of based around that. It's a controversial movie. I still haven't watched it since I bought it, but I remember thinking it was an interesting movie. Interesting enough to, buy for $2 or whatever. It's basically about this group of high school buddies who kind of stumble into this like abandoned warehouse or whatever, and they find this zombie female. She's basically chained to like a what do you call it? Like a medical table or whatever, and shit goes from there. You can imagine what a group of high school dudes might do. But yeah, like I said, it's quite controversial. But I mean, I think that's kind of, isn't that what horror is supposed to be? Watch it for yourself and see what you think. Next, we have another zombie classic. I was kind of late to the party on this one, although maybe not too late. I think I probably bought this at least 5 to 8 years ago. But that was after already hearing a lot about it. And I kind of went into it thinking that it was probably going to be overrated, but I really did enjoy this. There's since has been a sequel that I haven't seen, but we had Dead Snow. Was this an Australian movie? No, I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, it's It's a Nazi zombie movie. It's about these this group of friends that go skiing for the weekend or whatever. They end up getting snowed in some cabin, and they end up unearthing an ancient sect of Nazi zombies. It's very fun, very bloody, very gory, very splattery, as you can imagine. And yeah, if you like zombie movies and you haven't seen this, definitely recommended. I wish I could recommend the second one, but I haven't seen it yet. So here's yet another movie that I really enjoyed as a kid, and I haven't seen it for probably 25 years or so. So I'm glad to have it in my collection, and so I can rewatch it. This is from 1983, so I was only one when it came out. Directed by David Cronenberg, which I'll be honest, I didn't know Cronenberg directed this until recently. I just didn't know. I've always been a fan of the dude, and got Christopher Walken. Always been a fan of him. Tom Skerritt, shit. Stephen King's The Dead Zone. Yeah, classic. Love it. Excited to rewatch it. Oh shit, bought this a good couple of years ago. Still haven't watched it. We got Francis Ford Coppola's Dementia 13. I know there's been a death metal band named after this. It's a very influential horror movie. 1963. It's black and white. 75 minutes, so it's pretty short. Yeah, I just still haven't watched it. Produced by Roger Corman, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. 63. I mean, that's got to be. I'm not an expert on Coppola's work, but that's got to be early. It's got to be like one of his first few movies. Yeah, haven't seen it. What do you guys think? Got a couple more, guys. We got this Full Moon feature. Full Moon did this a lot. This is really common for DVD manufacturers to do, like in the 90s, and I think they still do it occasionally, to make like these multiple movies on one disc. This is a triple feature in this case. And on this, we have Demonic Toys, Dollman, and Dollman versus Demonic Toys. This is definitely a winner. I have some of these Full Moon features, triple features that have some total garbage on them. So I haven't watched Dollman versus Demonic Toys yet, but I know it's going to be good. Demonic Toys, I'm a big fan of. Dollman, I went into it not knowing anything about it, and it fucking rules. Dollman is amazing. Yeah, definitely watch these. I'll have to watch, like I said, watch Dollman versus Demonic Toys. These are all Full Moon movies, which I'm a big Full Moon fan, so I pretty much snatch up anything I can get from that company. Demonic Toys, obviously, Charles Band from Full Moon is obsessed with making movies out of like killer dolls. He did Puppet Master. He did stuff in Tourist Trap that has some dolls in it. It's kind of his thing, and he's really good at it. So yeah, I've seen Demonic Toys 2, which is actually the next one I'm going to show, because I had this before that. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Some very gory moments. Storyline and acting maybe not too great, but yeah, there's some great kills. Another Charles Band Full Moon feature. If you just want to watch something for some good kills and gore, yeah, I can recommend Demonic Toys too. I have a feeling the first one's probably going to be better, because I've always heard that it's better. That doesn't mean that I'll think it's better, but yeah, I definitely got to get around to watching that. So what do you guys think? Anyone in Demonic Toys? Are you into Full Moon features, Charles Band's work, Daybreakers, Dead Alive, Wrong Turn? What do you think about the Wrong Turn series? That's actually something I'd be really interested in talking about. Like I said, once I get all the movies, I really do want to do like a review of the series as a whole, so I can talk about it, see what people think about the individual movies. Because it seems like the reviews on them are pretty polarizing, minus the first one. The first one's pretty well received. The second one's fairly well received, and everything after that is just, people love it, people hate it. It's so hard to, like any movie, you just gotta watch it and make your own opinion. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Louis says hello. He's directly behind us right now. And cheers, guys. We will talk soon.